Hello everyone, my name is Hera Khoerunnisa Meilani and I'm from class A1. So today in this video, I'm gonna discuss about global English. What is global English? Global English is the variety of English being spoken by non-native speakers who haven't learned English as a first language. Global English is also called World English, International English, Global Englishes, or World Englishes because of the many influences on the language. Global English often refers to English as a shared language of communication among other non-native English speakers, as well as native speakers. As a lingua franca, or a common tongue, Global English doesn't have any specific culture reference. Global English means the different languages of the local culture. It means, for example, British English, American English, Australian English, or South African English, or even another English. Instead, it's influenced by all of the characteristics that English speakers bring from their native languages. You will hear people importing grammar structures and vocabulary choices from their native languages, and you also hear how their native accent influences their pronunciation. Beyond that, you may have learned one variety of English in school, but then you pick up characteristics from other English dialects, either from the media or your professional environment. All this to say that Global English includes all of the characteristics you pick up from interacting in this very connected world. Does Global English important? The world is going to keep getting smaller. More and more people are going to speak English, and most of the people who speak English will probably not be native speakers. It's more important than ever to understand the impact of this, both for native and non-native speakers. The first and probably the most important reason why the English language becomes so popularized is the British Empire. Before colonizing around 1/4 of the entire planet, the British was the only ones speaking English and the language was confined to the British Isles. But once they started expanding their business, particularly in Asia and Africa, and thereby colonizing and settling in these places, the language became widespread. However, English was only used in this colonized for administrative and business-related dealing. The locals still used to communicate in their mother tongue, but when it came to education, it was done in English. So people in this colonized started thinking of the English language as something spoken by only the elites. That's exactly how French also became so popular. Post-war USA. After the two world wars, the world was left vulnerable and had to change with the new times, just like the Industrial Revolution that started in Great Britain during the 19th century. American businesses started to boom this time and started trading all around the world. This also increased the use of the English language for trade-related deals. During the same time, Western culture was spreading all over the rest of the world through art and music. Invention of the Internet. During the time when the USA was starting to become the next superpower of the world in terms of economy, business, and everything else. The Internet was also introduced in the US. This created an entire lexicon for computers and technology that was invented in English. Computer keyboards are suited for writing languages using the Latin alphabet, and the hardware for all our smart technology uses English words that have become commonly used around the world. The world is in the midst of a COVID-19 pandemic as WHO and partners work together on the response, tracking the pandemic, advising on critical intervention, distributing vital medical supplies to those in need. They are racing to develop and deploy safe and effective vaccines. Vaccines save millions of lives each year. Vaccines work by training and preparing the body's natural defenses, the immune system, to recognize and fight off the virus and bacteria they target. If the body is exposed to those disease-causing germs later, the body is immediately ready to destroy them, preventing illness. There are currently more than 50 COVID-19 vaccine candidates in trials. WHO is working in collaboration with scientists, business, and global health organizations through the ACT Accelerator to speed up the pandemic response. When a safe and effective vaccine is found, COVAX, led by WHO, KB, and CDPI, will facilitate the equitable access and distribution of these vaccines to protect people in all countries. People most at risk will be prioritized while we work towards rolling out a safe and effective vaccines fairly. We must continue the essential public health actions to suppress transmission and reduce mortality.